Have you ever wondered, what in the world is Joe Biden doing? What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Why is he doing what he's doing? What do you mean inflation wasn't in July? Inflation has been happening for months. What would you do for $100,000? Guys, what would you do if someone said, hey, because you're on a low income and a fixed income, I'm going to be giving you $100,000. My mind would be blown. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd run, I would dance, I'd scream, I'd shout, because man, I could do a lot of good stuff with that $100,000. Let me tell you something, it'd be a big help and a big need, but let us know in the comments below how much it would help you. If someone was to walk up and say, here's $100,000, go and be happy. Oh man, I think many people would go to the beach and go on a very, very long vacation. Not too long, but just long enough. If you're like me, then this comment just kind of rubs you the wrong way, just because inflation has been happening for a super long time. Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another show. Yes, I'm kind of don't understand what Joe Biden's saying, just because we've been in inflation for a long time. And yes, maybe the gas has went down a little bit, but nothing else has. And that doesn't add up to the $200-300 you spend at the grocery store. I'm just saying. So guys, we do a ton of giveaway on this channel, like $250 for 2 lucky subscribers. That information is down below. But I wanted to talk to you for just a second. Can you imagine being given $100,000 for low income families? Better yet, for those on a fixed income, what would you do right now with $100,000? What is the first thing? Let me know down in the comments below. What's the first thing that you would do with $100,000? Guys, this is mind-blowing. But yet again, Joe Biden said there's no inflation, there's nothing happening. Well, check this video out, because this says something different.
Turn now to those new inflation numbers out this morning that could signal where the economy is headed. Yes, we have had a steady stream of bad news and rising prices, but our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, is here now with, get this, Rebecca, reason for some new hope for a turning point.
Good morning, TJ. A key question coming into this report was, has inflation peaked? And it appears that yes, we've reached a turning point with prices up 8.5% in July from a year ago. That's still elevated, but nowhere near as high as June, when prices were up 9.1% from a year ago. And the biggest culprit here is gasoline. Those prices at the pump falling about $1 from their records reached earlier this year above $5. Now we're back around the $4 mark nationwide, and that has ripple effects in other areas of the economy. Airfares, used cars, apparel prices, they're all lower. At the same time, there are still some areas where prices are climbing. Groceries up 13.1% in July from a year ago. Shelter costs up 5.7% from a year ago. There are people who are looking for new rentals, looking for new homes, who have felt that market in certain locations up as much as 20, even 25 or 30%. And that has yet to really come down and stabilize, despite the fact that gasoline is the bright spot here, TJ.
You mentioned a number of things there, but kind of for Americans listening to some of that economic news, what does this mean for us and our money?
TJ, there's still a disconnect here for many Americans. While prices aren't climbing as quickly, wages are not keeping up for most. With prices up 8.5%, wages up 5.2%, many people aren't feeling this in their paychecks. And as a result, you've got things like inflation really driving the Fed's decisions going forward. The Fed is on this path of hiking interest rates, trying to make the cost of borrowing more expensive to really tamp down inflation. That means new car loans, new mortgages, your credit card, they all get more expensive. One thing that is held up despite this inflation, and it continues to, is the jobs market. Jobs continue to be plentiful. There are still about 2 jobs for every job seeker. So if you're feeling that your paycheck is too light in this kind of economy, now is the time to go out and seek that additional work. TJ?
Well, Rebecca, we appreciate the little hope we can have. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I said, there's inflation going on. It's crazy. I mean, people ain't getting paid enough. And yet again, Joe Biden has the nerve to say this.
Before I begin today, I want to say a word about the news that came out today relative to the economy. Actually, I just want to say a number: 0. Today, we received news that our economy had 0% inflation in the month of July. 0%. Here's what that means. While the price of some things went up last month, the price of other things went down by the same amount. The result, zero inflation last month, but people were still hurting, but zero inflation last month. Economists look at a measure of inflation that ignores food and energy prices, and they call it core inflation. That's about the lowest amount in several months. When you couple that with last week's booming jobs report of 528,000 jobs created last month and 3.5% unemployment, it underscores the kind of economy we've been building. We're seeing a stronger labor market where jobs are booming and Americans are working, and we're seeing some signs that inflation may be beginning to moderate. That's what happens when you build an economy from the bottom up and the middle out. The wealthy do very well and everyone has a chance. It gives everyone a chance to make progress. Now I want to be clear. With the global challenges we face, from the war in Europe to disruption of supply chains and pandemic shutdowns in Asia, we could face additional headwinds in the months ahead. Our work is far from over, but two things should be clear. First, the economic plan is working, and second is building an economy that will reward work. Wages are up this month, provide opportunity, help the middle class, and still have work to do, but we're on track.
So I don't know what he's smoking, but definitely needs to lay off the pipe, because we are definitely in inflation no matter what this guy is thinking. But guys, I wanted to bring you that information. And yes, there are several states that are sending out stimulus checks. John, when are they sending them out? They are sending them out soon. Now, many people like Louisiana, Michigan, those are the two that I've been asked about quite frequently. They haven't done anything as of yet. They're still proposing before they present it. So hang tight, and I hope that they get things soon. But guys, let me know if you need any help in the description about state stimulus, Social Security. I know that Social Security is getting a huge boost. They're looking at getting $158 more per month because of the cost index, the things that have been going up. So you guys are going to be getting more on your check every single month. But guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come, and until next time, I'm John Muro.